From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. I'm D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Spouses of legislators will not be able to be private lobbyists under a bill passed yesterday by a House committee. The House State Affairs Committee passed SB 197 9-4. The measure has already passed in the Senate. Bill sponsor, Democratic Representative Linda Duba, said the restriction was long overdue. This bill is so a spousal lobbyist can't leverage undue influence, she said. Another sponsor, Republican Senator Michael Roll, said the bill does not restrict a legislator's spouse from testifying on their own behalf. Mike Mueller, the husband of Republican Senator Julie Fry-Mueller and a lobbyist for SD Citizens for Liberty, said the bill targets him and his wife. As a volunteer lobbyist, I receive no personal benefit, Mueller said. We, the people, benefit. He also said the bill violates the First Amendment. A meeting of parents and school board members got a little heated Tuesday night. Amy Rose has the story.
Ahead of a meeting scheduled for next week, there was some heated discussion among parents, teachers, and board members at a special meeting Tuesday at Canyon Lake Elementary School, which may be closing its doors at the end of the year. The recently formed parent-teacher organization of Canyon Lake invited RCAS administration and board members to discuss the closure, which is being voted on at next week's board meeting. Members of the Canyon Lake Elementary community say they were blindsided by the news of the closure. The parent-teacher organization vice president Eric Claiborne said that while he's happy the superintendent and some board members attended the meeting and apologized for the lack of communication, the hurt of the loss of the school is still hard for the community.
Candidates for Rapid City Mayor and positions on the Rapid City Council began circulating petitions yesterday. One position in each of Rapid City's 5 wards is up for election. Rapid City's municipal election is scheduled for Tuesday, June 6th, with a deadline to file petitions for that election set for Tuesday, March 28th. The candidate receiving the most votes in each election will be declared the winner. There will be no runoff elections. In national and international news, here's the latest on the war in Ukraine. Russian officials say Ukrainian saboteurs have crossed into western Russia and attacked villages there. Ukraine denies the accusations, predicting they would be used by Moscow to step up attacks. Amid conflicting initial reports, Russia's Federal Security Service said fighting with the sabotage unit was taking place in the Bryansk region. The Russian state news agency TASS quoted the service saying that activities to eliminate armed Ukrainian nationals who violated the state border are underway. The exact circumstances of the incident were unclear, including what the strategic purpose of such an attack would be. Student debt relief may get very political if it's ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. Amy Rose explains.
Both Democrats and Republicans are preparing for a prolonged political battle over student debt relief if the U.S. Supreme Court rejects President Joe Biden's plan to forgive federal loans. At stake is the loyalty of young, college-educated voters who are a critical part of the Democratic coalition. Conservative justices appear deeply skeptical of the debt relief plan this week, and the White House wants to turn up the heat on Republicans and deflect disappointment from borrowers if the court rules against the administration.
Tesla says it'll cut the cost of its next generation of vehicles in half, largely by using innovative manufacturing techniques and smaller factories. CEO Elon Musk and other executives outlined the goals during a 3.5-hour Investor Day presentation at its Austin, Texas headquarters yesterday. The changes could bring the cost of a new generation of vehicles to around $25,000, although Tesla didn't show the new vehicle. Design chief Franz von Holzhausen said that the company has to make another steep change in costs in order to reach its target of making 20 million electric vehicles. The company will build vehicles in smaller modular units, then bring those together using less space. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Mostly sunny today and a high of 44. Low tonight, 29. And that was your Daily Slice for Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.